The massive mommy Owlbear Druid Thief build bounces into your algorithm. Hello, I'm Quantum Blunts, and I have a new, crazy, niche Baldur's Gate 3 build that spoke to me as a massive fan of Attack on Titan. I dubbed this Duergar Thief Druid build to be named the Enlarged Raging Owlbear Beast Titan build. Don't want to waste your time. This is a for fun build. If you're playing with friends and you want to troll in combat, you don't want to worry about gear or anything like that, you just want to play as an animal. The best way to play an owlbear or any wild shape build requires wild shape gear, the moon basking chest piece for one, and at least 10 levels in Moon Druid, because you get 3 attacks, like a fighter. But then you really want 12 levels, because that's where you get the maximum HP for a wild shape form, and having the most HP for a wild shape form is important because wild shape builds are dependent on managing those very limited wild shape charges. While they do recover after a short rest and a long rest, you still want to go with that, and you get 3 feats since you're going 12 levels. So I mean, you still get Tavern Brawler, Mobile, and Alert, the 3 feats I'm going to be going over today. Alert can be substituted for Athlete, but I would much rather go with Alert, and you'll see why when we get into the build. But those 3 feats would probably be better for this build than putting an ASI in anything, because, I mean, what are you going to increase? Wisdom? Not really. I guess you can increase Dexterity, maybe. I don't know. So, yeah, since you're just going to be in wild shape, just try to pick feats that'll, kind of help you out in combat. Because this build is strictly about using the Owlbear's Crushing Flight ability twice. Now, Crushing Flight needs, I believe, 6 meters of movement to work, as well as a bonus action. So with Thief, we're going to get 2 bonus actions. But Quantum, you're a Duergar. You're small. Don't worry. Thought about everything. We will use Crushing Flight twice in 1 turn. I'll prove it to you. The best background for this, just go based on your team. This is a fun build, so background doesn't really matter. I mean, Soldier might be good, so you get some Athletics, because Athletics is going to be good for this build, but, pick whichever bonuses you want. Some people like going with Guild Artisan because it's good being that for the face of the party. You get Persuasion and Insight, I believe. So, and another downside of this build is that you won't be getting level 5 or 6 Druid spells. Only level 4. But that works because we'll get summons. That's why I put the one-man army logo in the thumbnail. Okay, so the build breakdown is going to be, you're going to start off in Rogue, do 4 levels in Rogue, rush that, switch to Druid, pick Circle the Moon, and level that all the way up to level 12. By the time you get to level 10, you'll get the Owlbear. So this build pretty much comes online at level 10. And the crazy thing is, your Enlarge racial ability for being a Duergar is pretty much 10 turns of Mayhem, so it's 10 on 10. I'm going to try to stack Elixir of Colossus. I'll put the link below if you don't know what it is or how to get it. I should have shown how to make it. But basically, we need to increase our movement speed because we need at least 12 meters of movement speed. So we can use Long Strider, and I'll show another thing that Gale can be really useful for if you just leave him at camp anyway. That has to do with him being a transmutation wizard. I'll show you the gear, but basically we're going to enlarge, then elixir, then wild shape into an owlbear, so we'll be twice, 4 times as big, and then we're going to crushing flight down. Well, right now I'm showing you on level ground, but the thing with crushing flight is it works like a throw, so gravity can increase the damage, and I'll show you a drop later after the leveling. Actually, yeah, let's just get into the leveling, shall we? Alright, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into leveling. We're going to start with Rogue. Of course, you're going to get sneak attack with your melee and with your ranged. We really mainly care about the ranged because since we're going to be kind of mixing with Druid, well, it depends on what you want to do. Do you want, because since you'll be a rogue, you'll have these proficiencies, simple weapon proficiencies, and hand crossbow, long sword, rapier, so you can use these weapons instead of the druid staff and shillelagh combo, but that's up to you. It's just best to start off rogue so we can hurry up and go rush rogue, get to level 4, then switch to druid for the rest of the way. So for stats, you're actually gonna kind of want, well, if you're getting the hag's hair maybe, but this build we're not gonna do the hag's hair, so I'm gonna put Constitution at 15. Okay. Bring this down to 10. Or maybe dump intelligence. Because we're gonna want wisdom and dexterity. So something like this maybe. Where are we missing? Oh, here. You don't really need these stats. We need dexterity for the damage in the beginning of the game, but strength you can put at 10 maybe. Constitution we want at 15 because we're going to get a Tavern Brawler to bump that up to 16. Yeah, this looks pretty good. You can dump intelligence, put strength at 10, charisma. This will be good. This is a good start build for this character. Even though they're wearing the chest piece, the wild shape chest piece. But anyways, this is ideally how you want to start. I'm going to leave that on the screen. 10, 16, 15, 8, 14, 12. But I'm going to do something a little crazy because once you get the Owlbear, you're going to come here and you're going to respec. You're going to respec. You're going to start with Rogue, so you get the extra proficiency. But you can actually dump all these stats because we're just going to be abusing wall shape stats. If you want, you can dump all these physical stats and then just stack. Get rid of that. Oh yeah, the Constitution. No. Wisdom here, and then maybe Constitution here like this. So all these, well, that's 17. Is there any other way to balance this? It doesn't matter. Oh well, that's fine. Constitution's at 9 because we're going to bump it up to 10 with the Tavern Brawler, and I'd rather it be at 9, bumping that up to 10, than it being at 8 and bumping it up to 9. So, you know, at least there's some value there. Actually, let's see. What if I put this on Charisma? Dump that. That's a +3, so that's pretty good. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Skill proficiencies, maybe stealth. It depends on your team, really. I'll just put stealth since we're a rogue. Then you have performance down here too. You could take off performance. You don't really need performance. Persuasion you might need if you're a party phase. Maybe put in perception, because it does suck when you fail a perception check. Like everybody fails a perception check. You want acrobatics. We need acrobatics, so keep that there. And then maybe instead of stealth, we put athletics, because you know you have to be a Duergar for this specific build, even though it's a fun build. Don't really need sleight of hand. Pick one. Oh yeah, just pick both of these, because we just want our athletics high. I mean, you can put more in perception, but +5 is pretty fine. Yeah, you don't need 7 perception. Versus, you know, getting these physical stats. Since we have a negative in strength, we kind of want to compensate for that. A negative in strength and dexterity. And we have the +1 to sleight of hand, but we want these ones more, because we kind of want maneuverability for this specific build. Alright. Now. Oh. If you haven't noticed, I have a Transmuter Stone right here. I made my Gale a Transmutation Wizard. Makes a Transmutation Stone, add him to the party. He can give you the Transmuter Stone for movement. It'll give you +3 movement, which is what we need. So that, you know, that's perfect. And then he can just go back over here reading his book, but he gives me the +3 movement. So I have +3 movement. As long, I think for a long rest you can hold that buff for, or something like that. Anyways, now let's start the level. We're gonna do 4 straight levels in Rogue. We get Cunning Action, Hide, Dash, and Disengage. We get these on as bonus actions. That's pretty good. Now level 3, we're getting Thief, because we want Fast Hands. We want to gain the additional bonus action so we can do the Crushing Flight twice. And since we're a Duergar, we get Enlarge. That's another reason why this build is all coming together. Now we finally got to 4 Rogue. We just did this for the feet, right? Oh, we don't really need Tavern Brawler quite yet, so a more important feat to pick up is this one, Mobile. Your movement speed increases and difficult terrain doesn't slow you down when you dash. If you move after making a melee attack, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from your target. So this is good because it just gives you some more movement speed. Kind of sucks that our initiative's -1 for dumping all the stats. So maybe we'll pick up Alert. See, increased speed by 3 meters, and then Gale gave me 3 meters for the Transmuter Stone, so that's a +6 movement, which is exactly what you need for 1 Crushing Flight. You need at least 6 movement. Then we have these extra stuff. It's just kind of cool, I guess. Now, level 5, we're not going into Rogue anymore. It would be cool, because that's when Rogue gets pretty fun, with Uncanny Dodge, but we're going Druid. Pick up Guidance, because that's like the best, it's like the best cantrip in the game. And then I just grab Thorn Whip. But if you're going to use a Quarterstaff, you can use Shillelagh. Actually, yeah, I'll do Shillelagh. This could actually be kind of fun with the rogue powers. Then we get invisibility. Now for the spells, I usually, for this, just get some ritual spells. Because you want to save your spell slots for Lunar Mend. Because you need to, survive. And then maybe get, like, Fog Cloud as, like, an escape. You know what I mean? Or a heal, if you think you need a heal. But like I said, this build is like if you're playing with friends and you want to just have some fun. So normally you could create water, pair that up with ice knife, and then do double damage. That's a good start. Here's Thunderwave 2, can knock people off. But we're just gonna go with this for now. Just so we can have some ritual spells, because we don't want to waste spell slots. We want to keep all of our spell slots for Lunar Mend, specifically. Now, Druid 2, we're going Land of the Circle of the Moon. Mainly for this, Lunar Mend, because we want to try to keep our Owlbear up as long as possible in combat. Because if you lose the wild shape, yeah, you go back into your normal form, but you only have about 2 wild shape charges per short rest. So you get 4 per day, or if you have a bard in your party, you have 6 per day. You get all these cool wild shapes. Badger, you want to pick Badger if you want high constitution, because it has high constitution. The spider has high dexterity, and the wolf has high strength. The cat can fit in the small places, and then the bear is like your tank. You might want to run bear just because it has the most HP. And since we're not going a full Circle of the Moon build, we're not going to have the most amount of HP for these wild shape forms. So for this, maybe this healing word, the ranged heal. Because remember, you're still a rogue at the end of the day. You have 4 levels in rogue. You know what I mean? Druid 3, we get level 2 spells. Which one do we want? Let's just get Hold Person. Pass Without a Trace could actually be good since we are a rogue. But Hold Person is good too, because you can cast Hold Person, go in a wild shape, and then just get advantage on attacks and stuff. So that's good. Or Enhance Ability is good too. It's good to have someone with that in the party. But we're just gonna go with Hold Person. At Druid level 4, we're gonna get a feat, because we hit level 4. That's when you get a feat, then our health's gonna increase. Yeah, we get another level 2 spell slot. We get a new cantrip, which is now we can get Thorn Whip because we didn't get it before. But now we get this new form, Deepthroat, which is basically just like a ram. It's got the highest, I believe, strength at this point in the game. This will be your strongest wild shape form. I can't remember the stats off the top of my head, but I looked at all the stats, and then you have Dire Raven, where before you had the cat, so you can get into small spaces. Now, and these two are specific to Moon Druid, and that's why we went Moon Druid, because this build is just for fun. You just want to play as an animal while you're leveling up, because you don't get Owlbear until level 10. So until then, you can just play around with these. But remember, you don't get a lot of them. So yeah. Oh, we got Thorn before. So now we can get Shillelagh. Or Produce Flame is even good to have. I think it scales with Wisdom, and our Wisdom, look at it. It's 17, so yeah, that Produce Flame is pretty strong. Okay, now we're gonna get Tavern Brawler, because we have some wild shape forms. Tavern Brawler, when you make an unarmed attack, use the improvised weapon or throw something, your strength modifier is added twice to the damage and attack rolls. Now, I can't remember if this has been fixed yet for wild shapes, but the last time I checked, it only did attack rolls for wild shape, not the damage roll. But it's still, useful. For the Crushing Flight, it's still going to roll an attack roll, and Crushing Flight is significant because, if everything goes your way with your Crushing Flight, all your enemies are now prone, and that's kind of what you want. You just want a Crushing Flight onto them, and then prone everybody. I guess it doesn't matter because we dumped everything. Let's just put in Constitution, give us a little more. Well, I don't even think it'll give us more health outside of Wild Shape. Now we can get another one. Let's say you don't want Hold Person anymore. Maybe you don't like it because of the picture or whatever. But you like Moonbeam because Moonbeam looks like a bright, shiny moon. So you pick that one. And then this one's good, Protection from Poison. But I think Duergars have a natural resistance to poison, so you don't really need that. But you can pass it on to other people. I mean, you're a druid. Utilize these druid spells. Heat Metal. Really good against the Githyankies because they're always wearing metal. I'm just going to go with Enhanceability now. But, there's the Summon the Fire Sphere. You can summon a Fire Sphere. Okay, now we're at Druid level 5, so now we're going to unlock a level 3 spell. The thing that sucks with this build is we're not going to get I believe it's level 5 or level 6 Druid spells, but we get level 4, and you'll see what we can pick to kind of get this one-man army thing going. Alright, so we get Wild Strike. You can make an additional attack. This is basically extra attack for your wild shapes. So this is pretty good. An actual wild shape build, you would want all 12 levels in Moon Druid. That is the best possible way you can make a wild shape build, strictly because at level 12, that's the maximum amount of health all your wild shape forms will have. All the other physical stats will be the same, but the HP changes at level 12. It gets really high. Like some of the differences between level 1 and level 12 wild shapes it's insane. So that's, and more HP on your wild shape means you can last in your wild shape form, which is what you would want. Okay. Now, for a level 3 spell, look at these. All these are pretty good. Sleet Storm. I like Sleet Storm because it disrupts concentration. It's pretty good. This Call Lightning is a nice damaging one, so we'll just go with that one, since we have Moonbeam too. So we have Moonbeam, and we have Call Lightning, so we're just a force of nature. But for some reason we got Fog Cloud. Go figure. Alright. Next level. Now we're at total level 10, Druid level 6, Rogue level 4. Well, it says level 5 because, well, okay, now you see it. It says level 4 over there, and Druid level 6. Alright, now at level 6 is special because we get Primal Strike. This is, so when you're in your wild shape form, your attacks count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-physical damage. So all those people that are resistant to, physical damages like slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, which is what we're going to be doing, if they got resistant to that, now your attacks count as magical. So they'll affect. Here's the main wild shape, Owlbear. Take the shape of an owlbear that can rupture the ground and become enraged. Some people like mixing druid with barbarian, but I never understood that because owlbears can already rage, so you don't really need the barbarian side of things. Actually, I feel like druid meshes better with monk because they both do a lot of scaling off wisdom. So if you're gonna multi-class with and want unarmored, the defense or whatever, like that barbarians get, just keep in mind that monk has a little bit better synergy. We also get this wild shape panther. You're not going to want to use this one. It's just a weaker pick because we're doing this build because of the 2 bonus actions. Now, Panther's bonus actions aren't, as spectacular as Owlbear's Crushing Flight, which is what this build is based on. But if you want to, be the weaker Panther, you can go ahead. Alright. Now, for some reason all the spells got all weird. Alright. Let's pick them again. Rituals. Yes. Heal. We want all the healing, so just pick both these heals. We don't want to be wasting spell slots, but I got the Shield of Devotion, which gives you like an extra spell slot or something. Look, you can get Bark Skin to increase a person's AC. Let's get Pass Without a Trace, because we talked about that earlier. And then let's get Protection from Poison so we can, cure our buddies. Protection from Energy is an interesting one. Like, since you're not really going to be using your spell slots, you kind of don't want to go for these big shiny ones like Call Lightning, to be honest, because if you use a spell slot on Call Lightning, well, now you're out of a spell slot, you know what I mean? So just keep these situational ones that, hey, I might need that, so it's good for this character to have it. Think of that with your spell slot. I'm not saying you can't use these ones, these concentration spells, Moonbeam. I had them earlier, but this build is kind of like the troll of the party. Like, you just have the spells, and you're just here to turn into an animal. You know what I mean? Now we're at level 11, Druid 7. We get a level 4 spell slot. That's as high as we're going, folks. That's as high as we're going. And we can cast all these now. These ones are the ones that we want. Freedom of movement is good too, though. But we want these summons. Let's get rid of protection from energy. We want these summons because, again, this is going to be a one-man army party. So, like, you're playing with your friends, and they're all controlling characters, and you only get to control one character, but you're like, I want to control more characters. Now you can. Druid level 8. This is interesting that it takes us up to 8, so we get the saber-tooth tiger. I don't know if that's better than the Owlbear. I'd have to do some more tests on it, but this build is mainly for the Owlbear. Alright, for the last feat, you can pick athlete. Your jump distance increases, but that doesn't count crushing flight. It does make your regular jumping distance increase though, which could be good since you're a small character, but since we took the negative dex, we're gonna do alert. It gives you a +5 bonus to initiative, and you can't be surprised, which is really cool. For the last spell, doesn't really matter. We have all the spells we need. Let's just get freedom of movement. Alright. Now, let's see. Got my Elixir of Colossus. Got my Elixir of Colossus. Where's Enlarge? Oh, it's right here. Enlarge. Okay. Alright, so let's try this. Oh, before I start, let me show the gear. This build is really simple because you don't really need gear. But here. The main thing, look, she's not even really wearing anything. Because you're a rogue, you're gonna want hand crossbows. Hand crossbows actually is like the best DPS with the as a thief for the extra bonus action. Because you get to, I don't have one right here, but let's say I did have, is this one? No, that's a heavy. Let's say I did have one, you know, that's like 4 attacks. But this is the main item you're going to be grinding for. You can't get this until Act 3, when you're under the city. You got to talk to the guy that doesn't really talk. I'll put the links below in the description, but you gain 22 temporary hit points after casting Wild Shape. While those temporary hit points are active, reduce all incoming damage by 1. This is the most important item for this build because of that. A lot of gear in this game, once you Wild Shape, none of the effects transfer over, but this one does. You also have a +2 to armor class. You also have advantage in saving throws against spells. This effect persists while using your druidic Wild Shape ability. So yeah, this is like mandatory. These can be anything. I picked this for mobility, and then Circle of Bones. Well, I picked that because this is a hireling, so I just did that for the theme. But then this is the other piece of gear that I would recommend: Shapeshifter's Boon. While shapeshifting or disguising yourself, you gain a 1d4 bonus to all checks. That's pretty much like a bless, isn't it? And this works for Wild Shape, so there are better staffs to use, like the Mark Kesker or whatever it's called. I'll link it down below, but I just grabbed this one because it has counterspell. Free counterspell. Level 5. Pretty good. And then Shield of Devotion, you gain 1 level 1 spell slot, which is good enough for a, I believe, 1d8 cast of Lunar Mend. Alright. Let's get funky. Alright, I got the movement. That's Long Strider on them. Let me show you the Woodland Being. Look at her. Isn't she pretty? Yeah. Anyways, we picked her up because she can do this. Fallen Lover. She can summon a Wood Woad. Remember those from Act 1? Well, if you're not in Act 1 yet, you'll know what I'm talking about. Eventually. Okay, yeah. So she can summon this, and I can control it. In a fight, he can do an entangle, jump, dash, or you can dismiss him. The Dryad, the woodland creature, she can cast a strengthened Shillelagh. Look how strong that Shillelagh is. She can do a pretty strong Shillelagh. She can knock people prone. She can heal herself with good berries. She gets 2 of them. And then she can cast Spike Root. So these guys go good with druids. And we are a one-man party. You can... Oh no, I think if I casted it again, it would cancel. And I would waste a spell slot, so that would be stupid. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to conjure a minor elemental. So, I mean, it's only 3 summons, but I have that headpiece on. Let's do the mud one. Made 2 of them. The fire guy, if you summon the fire guy, it only makes 1 fire guy. But the earth elementals, it makes 2 of them. And then the ice ones, it makes 2 of them. But these guys explode when they die. They're kind of annoying. But they can fly. They got Muddy Claws, 4 to 19 damage. Death Burst. Explode in a burst of sticky mud. It dries instantly on it. Any nearby creature is not made of mud, restraining and hurting them. Weird ass attack, but they can shoot mud breath, and you can throw mud, so that's cool. Now, let me make sure I can do this combo right. I'm just gonna show 1 slam. See, so we're a Duergar, so we have Enlarge. Go ahead and do that. Get a shot of the Colossus. And then Wild Shape into this giant ass Owlbear. Oh, look how big it is. Rushing Flight. Let's do it right on top of him. Ooh, they didn't like that too much. Oh wow. Look how much damage that did to him. That Steel Watcher one-shot at it. So that was at least 200 damage from that just 1 drop. I mean, it's not the most OP game-breaking build ever. But look, it's still my turn. Let's do another Crushing Flight. And we knocked 3 people prone. I can't knock both of them. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, he saved. Anyways, now you still have your basic action. So we did all that. Let's just do claws. See, we're not the best with our melee attacks, but look, it's still pretty strong. And we still get the extra one. So we don't get 3 attacks, but we still get 2 at least. You know what I mean? It was enough to kill that guy. Revoke an attack of opportunity. Whatever. You did 11 damage. Look how much health. I have 11 out of 22 temporary HP left. But notice at the bottom screen, my wild shape charges, I only have 2. So that is why you can't run out of wild shape charges, because we dumped all of our stats. So in our human form, we're actually kind of weak. Yeah. Anyways, that's this video. Thanks for checking it out. If you like these little fun video ideas, like the video, subscribe for more. I'm gonna try to get even more creative with these. But yeah, like I said, if you want a real wild shape moon druid build, like you want to be Halson, actually, yeah, if you want a moon druid in your party anyway, just pick up Halson, because he has Cave Bear, and that'll be strong at early levels that you have him. See, here's the Enrage. They get 3 Enrages. Confirm Enrage. Ooh. Gives her a little bit of health. Makes a little people fearful. Look how giant she is. She is a monster. That is crazy. I'm gonna crush and fight someone. Boom! Knocked him prone. He's prone. You see that? It went from 95. Oh. Wait, what? Is there 2 people right here? Why is it doing that? Well, let's show a rupture. No. Let's not rupture yet. Let's just hit him with 99% advantage. Look at that. Do it one more time. He's dead. Look, this is just her too. This is just my Duergar. I didn't even need my summons. Okay, I gotta end. You're full. Oh, you guys made a mistake. Your mistake was waking up. Ooh, look at that. Prone. Yep. See, so that's all this build is. It's just some bull crap, or not bull crap, but it's just some fun. Look at this. I'm just an enraged Owlbear, just causing mayhem, and since it's just bonus actions, it's not using any of your spell slots. We only used our level 4 spell slots to summon the woodland beings, but we have 3 level 3, 3 level 2, and 4 level 1. We get that extra one because of the shield, but that is good. Here, I'll show it on the next turn. I'm gonna show Lunar Mend. You're gonna get up. What are you gonna attack? Miss? Ooh. Oh, Owlbear Rage wore off. It doesn't matter though. Okay, so now for our bonus action, you can use Lunar Mend. This is a specific ability that only Moon Juice can get. That's why it's important for this build. I'm at about half HP. At level 1 it's 1d8. Level 2, It's 2d8. Level 3. You get the picture. If we got it all the way up to here, if we had, like, let's say you didn't want to do the one-man army thing and you wanted to have your level 4 spell slots, you could do a 48 heal, which is a pretty nice heal. We're gonna do a level 3, see what we get. Plus 12 HP. Pretty decent. And see, we can heal again. Because we don't need a crushing fight anymore. We just need to heal up real quick. And then maybe rupture. 13 damage. I can't even target him. Or her. Yeah, I can't. Alright, let me just end it. Empty character in turn. What are these guys doing? Oh, they're fighting over here. Oh, that's not part of the video.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Blood comes easy these days.
Dude.
Time to push my luck again. Another fight. Let's go.
I'm trying to go to the Owlbear.
Is ever easy.
Wow. Did I just break the game?
Nothing important is ever easy.
Can I just skip all these? There. Oh yeah, I get all my actions back. But you can drink potions too. So that's another way to heal. I guess that's one way. If you wanted to do like Land Druid, the only thing you can't do is Spore Druid because their symbiotic entity, I don't believe, stacks with Wall Shape. I could be wrong, but you could just, if you don't want Lunar Mend, because it is 1d8, whereas one potion of healing, regular potion of healing, is 4 to 10. So, you know, the potion of healing, it feels like it's actually stronger than a Lunar Mend. So you can just stock up on these and go Land Druid if you want. I like Moon Druid just because, I mean, you get all the extra wild shapes. And if you're gonna be a wild shape, hold on.
Light on my feet.
I can't target him. Yeah. Alright.
Think you can take me?
And that is that. Let's see. Inspect. We got the Transmuter Stone, which is +3 movement. Long Strider +3 movement. Elixir of Colossus, which lasts a long rest. The other Enlarge, I think, wore off because the other Enlarge is only 10 turns. The Duergar one's only 10 turns. And look. Owlbear, Lunar Protection, Mark of the Shifter from the ring, Lunar Protection from the chest. And then we can sneak attack, but you have to see that's why I was saying the Shillelagh route might not be the best route if you're leveling, because you're gonna go 4 levels in Rogue. You're gonna want to play this build like a rogue in Act 1 at least, and then you switch to Druid for Act 2 and beyond. I don't know, maybe it can work as a story, but that's it for this video. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.